Hello students, welcome back once again in English literature class. This is Uma Vidushi, your English teacher, and this is the second video of Unit 1. The name of the chapter is Knitting Zigzag, which is written by Sir Michael Morpurgo. In the first part of the video, I have discussed till paragraph number 6, where you come to know that Yannick, who was flipping through his mother's drawing book and admiring the beauty of the countryside of provinces. He has to live with his uncle and aunt in France because his mother was undergoing some treatment. One day there was very excitement, there was bustle in the restaurant which his uncle owned. A very famous man, the painter, was going to visit in the restaurant. So at the same day, Amandine told him to do all the assigned work very properly because their best customer is going to visit their restaurant to have dinner with his friends. He lived in the Chateau. But Yannick was very curious to know more about the best customer. So he inquired many questions. So he inquired Amandine about the best customer. But Amandine became annoyed and asked him just to do whatever is assigned to him properly. So the man who came looked very ordinary with his attire and by his look. But Yannick felt very happy because that famous man ate his creamy brulee. After that, the man and the guest left, and as usual, he had cleared the table. So he pulled the paper cloth off and threw it into the fire as he usually do. But that day, Amandine behaved something strange. She rushed toward the fire to take out the paper out from the fire, but it was already too late. So she turned towards Yannick and started yelling at him. There was tears in her eyes. Now what happened next? Let's see in the further paragraphs. Everyone in the restaurant stopped eating and went silent. Then Uncle Bruno. Who was Uncle Bruno? Uncle Bruno was the father of Amandine and uncle of Yannick. Came striding towards us. What is it? He asked Amandine. It was Yannick, Papa, she cried. He threw it into the fire, the tablecloth, the drawing. So now what this sentences mean? Actually, when Yannick threw the paper in the fire, Amandine was very upset. She started yelling on him. So everyone who were present in the restaurant stopped eating and they all went silent. At that time, Uncle Bruno came to interrupt between them. And like usually he is in jolly mood, but that day he was quite upset. He asked, what is it? Then Amandine cried that it was Yannick who threw the paper into the fire. And that paper was not the simple paper, it was the tablecloth on which that best customer had drawn something. Did you tell him about it, Amandine? Uncle Bruno asked. Did Yannick know that he sketches something on the tablecloth and leaves it behind for us? Amandine looked at me. Her cheeks were wet with tears. I thought she was going to lie, but she didn't. No, Papa, she said, lowering her head. So, as Uncle Bruno asked Amandine that did Yannick really know the reality about that sketch? That the tablecloth which he threw in the fire was not the simple tablecloth. It was that paper on which the customer, that famous man, had drawn something, and he left as a tip for us. Then Amandine looked at Yannick. Her cheeks were wet because of tears as she was continuously crying. So at that time, Yannick thought that she was going to lie, but she didn't. She said that no, I haven't informed about it to Yannick. Then you should not blame him. You shouldn't blame him, should you, for something that was your fault? Say sorry to Yannick now. She mumbled it, but did not raise her eyes. Uncle Bruno put his arm around me. Never mind, Yannick, he said. He said he particularly liked his creamy brulee. You made it, didn't you? So the drawing was for you, really. Always look on the bright side. Look on the bright side is idiom which means that always look for good things even in the bad situation. Okay. So for a moment you held a drawing that was made for you by the greatest painter in the world. That's something you will never forget. So here in this paragraph number 13, Uncle Bruno is trying to sympathize with Yannick, and he is saying that there is no need to blame Yannick for what he has not done, because there is no fault of him. He had not been informed about that tablecloth before. So he asked Amandine to say sorry to Yannick. So she murmured, she has spoken in a very low voice. She accepted her apology, she accepted her fault, but at the same time she didn't raise her eyes. So at that time Uncle Bruno put his arm around Yannick and he said that never mind, Yannick. And he also added that the customer liked his creamy brulee which he had made for himself. So the drawing which he threw into the fire belonged to him. And he also asked him to always look on the bright side, to look always for a good things, even if the situation is not favorable. So for that moment he held a drawing for a moment, and that was made by the greatest painter. So that is something he must never forget. Later on, as I came out of the bathroom, I heard Amandine crying in her room. So that evening, later on, after some time, when Yannick came out from the bathroom, he heard that Amandine was crying in her room, which he hated to hear her cry. So he knocked on the door and went inside the room. And Yannick here accepting his fault, and he is saying, I am sorry. I said, I didn't mean to upset you. She had stopped crying by now. It wasn't your fault, Yannick, she said, still sniffing a bit. Sniffing means it's a kind of whipping, but in a low voice. It's just that I hate it when Papa's cross with me. Cross with me means angry with me. He hardly ever is, only when I have done something really bad. I should not have blamed you. I am sorry. So here they both are accepting their fault, and they both are giving sorry to each other, and they are saying that this is not Yannick's fault, or it's not because of Yannick Amandine was upset. It is because as she hate when her dad angry with her, because he hardly ever do this. So whenever she have done something wrong or something really very bad, she should have not blamed you, and for that she is very sorry. Then she smiled at me. I lay awake all night, my mind racing. Here Yannick is talking about himself, that he was not able to sleep for the whole night. His mind was still running, his mind was full of thoughts. I was going to make it all right again and make Amandine happy. Soon I had worked out exactly what and how to do it. Even I was going to say when the time came. When the time came means at the right time. So he awake whole night, his mind were full of thoughts, and somehow he was also going to make the things right at any cost, and he also determined that he will make Amandine happy. So he thought in his mind that whatever can work out exactly how or whatever, he will do it definitely, and he will come to tell these things when the right time will come. So students, that's all in this video. In the next video I will continue this chapter, and you will come to know that how Yannick made the things worked out, and how he brought the new drawing, the new painting made by that famous painter. So see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.